Hello folks, welcome back. I am hoping you're doing well wherever you are. And this is not a political apart na decode power the set Kenya. Now, there is a new twist for his story. Because ever since Kyallo Mbabu was assassinated in Karen, what happened? People have been talking about mambo ya Muigai, the cousin to Kenyatta, who claimed that Kyallo alikuwa lawyer wake and Kyallo was actually representing him kwa kesi ya land whereby it involved yeye na KCB, because KCB was forcefully selling the land and kulikuwa na mambo na corruption.
Man like that, I don't know who killed him or why. I cannot pretend to know that, but what I can state is, in my statement, I had said Bob Kyallo is my lawyer. And indeed, Bob Kyallo was one of my witnesses who was going to give evidence about how various judges have been bribed with a lot of money. And he was also the custodian of very, very crucial evidence. He was holding 4 affidavits from our witnesses who either participated or were privy to the giving of bribes to the judges. He was also a custodian of 2 audio recordings which were actually recorded when these judges were being bribed.
So Kyallo was actually investigating corruption kwa judiciary. So if anaamini kwamba that's what led to his demise. Now we are having a new twist here. Today the authority has made arrest. Now wameshika Cannibals Wainaina, the second, and they're saying that he's among the suspects arrested over murder of lawyer Kyallo Mbabu. So Wainaina inasemekana kwamba walimuua because of deni alikuwa na deni yao. Remember, before Kyallo was murdered, he actually had lunch with these people, and the lunch was costing at least 3,000 shillings. So haikuwa hivi lunch. I think your lunch hiyo ilikuwa ni lunch ya kupanga, ilikuwa ni lunch ya someone was supposed to be killed.
Uchunguzi wa polisi kuhusu mauaji ya wakili Kyallo Mbabu umeanza kushika kasi. Hii leo polisi walipata magari mawili ambayo yanachunguzwa kubaini iwapo wenye magari hayo ni miongoni mwa washukiwa wa mauaji ya wakili huyo. Inaarifiwa kuwa watu hao walikuwa wamefanya mkutano na wakili Mbabu dakika chache kabla ya kuuawa kwake.
So ameenda pale kukula, kumbe ajui kwamba these people were here wants to eliminate him because lunch here 3,000 inamaanisha kwamba these people are not eating properly because these are rich people. You see now? But 3,000 and there were 7 people. So of course, it means that ilikuwa lunch ya kupanga njama. So it is believed that these people trade Kyallo. Now, of course, they hired people. But the people who did the dirty job hawajashikwa. The person who was arrested here is just, one of the people when you walikuwa hold pesa na Kyallo. Remember yesterday, kuna a story whereby inasemekana kwamba Kyallo alikufa kama anadenya ya watu wengi sana. And actually it's like he died someone, depressed. You see, whenever kuna deni ya watu lazima kuna stress. So alikuwa na stress. So what I don't understand is how did these people kill him yet awangemwacha Kyallo apate pesa awalipe.
The late lawyer had been blacklisted by banks and had resorted to borrowing from Shylocks and credit companies. In most cases, the interest on the loans acquired by lawyer Mbabu Kyallo ballooned to 10 times the principal amount. 5 years ago, Kyallo borrowed 10 million Kenya shillings from a Shylock. Over 2 years, he defaulted on payments, although made sporadic remittances amounting to 24 million Kenya shillings. According to a close friend who tried to mediate, the lawyer stopped paying altogether, and by the time of his death, he owed the Shylock 72 million Kenya shillings.
Could it be Kyallo aliwaambia kwamba you guys sitawalipa? Maybe aliwaambia hivyo sitawalipa because If someone ako deni yako, I think you will wish him akuwe alive so that apate pesa kupatie. But this case went to the extent of killing Kyallo because of deni. I'm finding a problem with believing this story unless I'm convinced beyond my imagination. Because kama deni yangu, why should I kill you when you're deni yangu? I should be waiting for you upate pesa unipatie. Because when you're dead, you won't pay me. You see? And now Kenyans are questioning, is it a way of the government trying to hide the truth? Because you see, in Kenya, you've always been seeing that mnyonge ana haki and justice is for some other people. Remember, Nuru Kenyatta, Muigai, said that Kyallo was actually having evidence against Supreme Court Judge Lenyola.
According to Uhuru's cousin, the lawyer who was murdered on Magadi Road going to his home in Karen in cold blood was carrying very crucial evidence for his case. He had 2 videos of judges receiving bribes. He had 4 signed affidavit or 3.
Who he said that walikula $2.5 million. That's what they said. The kazi Uhuru Kenyatta. So, but now this story imebadilishwa. Now we are talking about a different story. We're talking about Kyallo kuuliwa because of deni. Hey, mama yo.
Important day in the history of our country, in our political democracy. We are here to tell the police and President Ruto and everybody who is a state officer that they are governed by Constitution 2010. And what has happened today, led by the Law Society of Kenya, Madam President, and the President of the Chairman of the Senior Bar Council, Philip Murgo, is absolutely critical. We are saying this country must go back to the rule of law. What has been happening now is the rule of gangsters. I don't know whether some of our leaders learned what is happening in Haiti. By the way, I must remind you, Haiti is a black country. Haiti was one country that fought for our independence, contributed significantly to the independence of this country. But it's a story for another day. Today, we are telling the police the perpetrators must be brought to book expeditiously. Whether it is William Ruto or whoever who is responsible for the killing of Kyallo must be brought to book expeditiously. And we are saying Kyallo represents so many other fallen Kenyans. Lest it be said that lawyers are only concerned about one of their own. We are concerned about every Kenyan.
Who should I believe now here? I mean, you guys need to tell me because sometimes kichongo ifanye kazi. No. Old age or something, I don't know. But my head is not functioning. I'm finding it difficult to understand this story unless I'm convinced beyond reasonable doubts. Do you think this arrest is genuine? Do you think so? I don't think you're being told the real story here. Remember, this murder is similar to what happened to Ongondowere. Remember, Ongondowere aliuliwa, the same method. Pikipiki likuja ikaambush wakamshoot, and we saw arrest. We saw Aroko being arrested. Some suspects arrestiwa wakienda Migori to the border, wakienda Tanzania. You see, and people are like, okay, these are the people murdered. But after 1 month, these people were all released, and it was determined that these people were not the people who killed Ongondowere. And this story, Nicole, it has never been opened till today. It's like Imendaivo. The guy was buried. Now it's a gone case. Because right now, people are talking about elections in Kasipul, whereby you're seeing his son campaigning. He wants to replace his father, of which I agree. Because let the son finish the job. But now, back to our main story. You see, here arrest Wainaina, I'm still waiting to see what will be unfolding. Because I'm finding it, difficult to understand his story. Of course, like I said yesterday, it could be Kyallo had an issue with, Supreme Court and whatever, and blah, blah, blah. Maybe someone took advantage. That's also possible. Because remember, Kyallo was murdered a day after Kungu Migai actually exposed that his KCB is actually fighting him kwa ile land yake. Yeah? And he exposed that, Kyallo was having crucial evidence that of course, was going to crack the case. So maybe someone took advantage. Next story, akamaliza. Anything is possible, okay? So we cannot just say that so and so did ABCD until it is proven by the authority. Clearly. So, and of course, I'm not an investigator, so I can't say that, oh, this guy who is the one who killed. No. Can't do that. I can't, I can't feed you with lies. But again, there's some things that can come up. Ujiulize, kwani ni kubayaje kwani? Like, kwani, what is the problem? Like, there's such cases, other cases, wanga ni ngumu upate ukweli. It's not always easy to know what actually is happening. And now we are being taken hivi, hatujui nini inafanyika to be real. Now you guys need to tell me, my people, what do you think? Do you think this story makes sense to you? Of course, what I can urge you is to actually wait. Subscribe, wait there. As we, unravel this mystery, just subscribe. Yeah? Always be waiting for my videos so that you get to know what actually is happening behind the story. Because I will make sure that I will crack it, digest it, feed it, analyze it, and I will post it so that you can see what is actually happening. But remember, don't forget, Kenya ni inchi ya mazingaombwe. Expect anything. Yeah? Expect anything. Anyone can be arrested. And also, don't be shocked that this story won't go anywhere. This is Kenya. But we're praying justice to prevail because the guy is gone and he will never come back. Subscribe. See you soon. If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dr. Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.